What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ryan White back on the Murphy Words podcast today. It's just going to be myself. Cooper cannot make the podcast today, but let me just tell you something right now. Let's go Browns. The Browns are dogs. If you're not a Browns fan, then you're not a dog. Okay, that's what Deion Sanders said. That's what I'm saying. If you're not a Browns fan, you're not a dog. First thing I want to say on the podcast is congratulations to Colorado, Deion Sanders, Travis Hunter, Shadir Sanders, Shiloh Sanders, all you guys out there in Colorado. You guys absolutely killed it this week against TCU. I want to give you guys all the love, all the praise that you guys deserve, because that was one hell of a win. I'll tell you that. Next off, let's talk about the NFL season that is coming up in just in 2 days. 2 days, might I add. And yes, this is going to be probably one of the biggest seasons in the NFL in a long time. I'm saying that right now. You got Aaron Rodgers coming to the Jets. Obviously, that makes the Jets a playoff contender, maybe even a Super Bowl contender. But can they hold on with the young core they have? Can those players step up and be the team that everybody's expecting them to be? We shall see. Next up, let's talk about the Browns for a second. I know that you guys might not know this, but I am a Browns fan. Yes, we are ranked the worst fan base franchise in the NFL, but that does not mean that we aren't dogs, because we are dogs. And that's who we will be, and that's who we always will be, our dogs. I am a true, loyal Cleveland Browns fan. I have been since I was 6 years old, seeing Josh Gordon playing for them. I mean, that just absolutely sparked my dream of being a Browns fan. And, we've been through the ups and downs of the years. 2020 was probably one of the best years of my life, even though it was quarantine. I got to see my Browns play in the playoffs and be the Steelers, which was amazing, just to say the least. I'm just saying, this year is the Browns' year. Okay, we got Deshaun Watson, we got Amari Cooper, we have Nick Chubb, we have an amazing defense led by Myles Garrett with Denzel Ward, who is back. Yes, he's back. He was injured last year, just like most of our other guys were. We do not have Kareem Hunt this year, which I'm happy to say we probably don't need him. We have Jerome Ford, who is a dog. Yes, he is a dog. He's a rookie, and he will be backing up Nick Chubb in the backfield. All that I'm saying is that this year the Browns are going to be a different team. They are not the same Browns that we have seen the last 2 years. Okay, Baker Mayfield, I still miss you, but we don't need you. We got Deshaun Watson. Okay, so I'm saying this year we're going to be a playoff team contender. I'm not sure about Super Bowl. I would love to say that we will go to the Super Bowl, but I'm not 100% sure on that. There are plenty of good teams in the AFC right now. I can tell you that much. So one of them being the Browns for sure. The AFC is looking pretty tight right now. I mean, the Browns division with the Steelers and the Ravens, and I mean, God, and Bengals. I mean, that's one hell of a division right there. I mean, I'm telling you right now. So just in that division alone, you might have 4 playoff teams right there. So, in my opinion, that could be probably the best division in the NFL right now. It really could be. Not that I'm saying it is. I'm saying it's definitely top 3 or top 5, though, for sure. But let me just talk about Deshaun Watson for a second, because boy, oh boy, is this guy on like every single one of my fans' teams right now. I have drafted him in like 5 leagues. It might be a little excessive, but that's the fun of it, right? And that's the fun of it. So Deshaun Watson, I personally think he's going to have another amazing year. Yes, last year was a pretty big bump on the road for his career, but that's obviously because of what happened in 2020. But we did pay the guy a lot of money, so I do expect some results. I mean, this guy's getting paid in the top 5 in QBs alone. So, Deshaun, I'm really hoping you pull it for me this year. You were amazing back in 2020 with the Texans, so I'm expecting that to be the same case this year and many years to come. So I know that last year was kind of a bump in the road. You haven't played football in a while. I understand that. You know, gotta go through stuff to make change. So I mean, it's I'm not upset with it. Last year most Browns fans were accepting the fact that we weren't going to be a good team last year. That's just how it was. I knew whenever I saw Jacoby Brissett as the starting QB, I knew that was going to be a bad series of. It's just going to be a bad year. Honestly. Even though Nick Chubb had a fantastic year, Amari Cooper had a fantastic year. We kind of lost a year with them because of that. So it's tough to see that happen when you just kind of waste a year on a guy like Nick Chubb. But all this to say that I think the Browns will be in the playoffs this year in the AFC. I do think they will be a playoff contender. And also, I do think they will be a Super Bowl contender. We have a very good defense. Our offense is amazing. Our O-line, of course, is one of the best in the NFL, as always. So I don't know how you cannot tell me that they will not be a playoff contender, because they obviously will be. Okay. In my opinion, I think the Browns are going to go either 11-6 or 12-5. That's my pure honesty. Or 10-7 wouldn't be bad either. I'm just saying we're not going to be a losing franchise or team this year. That's for sure. But enough on the Browns. I've been talking about them for 10 minutes. I don't even know. But let's switch topics. Let's move on to the Thursday night football game of week 1. We have the, of course, amazing, outstanding, pure, talented Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs taking on the Detroit Lions. Lions! Yes, the Lions are looking to be a pretty solid team this year. I'm not saying that they are not going to be a good team, because they obviously, in my opinion, will be. But it depends on how far this team is willing to take those steps to being a winning team and a winning franchise. Once again, we have Jared Goff, we have Jahmyr Gibbs, Amon-Ra St. Brown. They have tons of talent on the wide receiver position with Jameson Williams. You got Marvin Jones coming back, of course, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Josh Reynolds. Now, the man who will be thrown to these guys, of course, we all know, is Jared Goff, who, if you don't know Jared Goff, he went to the Super Bowl back in 2018 with the Rams. And then the year after, actually, no, 3 years after that, was traded to the Detroit Lions, where everybody thought he would just calm down, become a backup QB the rest of his career. But obviously, as we have seen the last couple of years, Jared Goff is not planning on doing that. This guy wants it. He wants it bad. He wants to win. He wants to go back to the Super Bowl, which, in my opinion, I think they have a chance to. I'm not saying they will. I'm saying they have a chance, just like any other team would. Now, how big that chance is? It's around, I must say, 5 to 10% chance, maybe. In my opinion, the Browns are at about 35% chance. Lions, 5 or 10, give or take. So, but of course, they're playing the Chiefs. Chiefs are playing at home again as the defending champs, 2-time champs. The Kansas City Chiefs are, with Patrick Mahomes. This guy, what else can you say except that he's amazing? He's already a Hall of Fame quarterback. It's only his, 7th year as a QB, which is insane. That's crazy. But we all know that he is trying to chase down Tom Brady for the rings. Yes, he wants the 7 rings. He's trying to get 8 rings. Not sure if that's going to be possible, but as my good friend Mel Gibson says, anything is possible if you put your mind to it. So whenever I'm looking at this game, Chiefs versus Lions, Chiefs at home, Lions at Chiefs. I'm thinking to myself, there's three key things that both teams need to concentrate on in order to win this game. And I'm gonna start with the Chiefs first because this team is nearly perfect. And the only guy they've really lost so far this offseason, in my opinion, is Mecole Hardman and Chris Jones. And Juju Smith-Schuster, of course. But what do you think about the Chiefs? I mean, they're always going to be a Super Bowl contender every single year if they have Patrick Mahomes, of course. So my three key things for the Chiefs in order for them to win this game is number one, Patrick Mahomes. Obviously, if he just sticks with what he's been doing, they're probably going to win the game. Other guys on the team that need to be on another level in order to win this game. Because the Lions are not just some team, okay? I'm not saying that. They are the Lions, the new Detroit Lions, okay? So, number two, we need Isaiah Pacheco in the run game to start early and to start fast, okay? Last year, the Lions were one of the worst teams with the run defense. So if teams can get a quick and easy break in the run game, I mean, they're probably going to win. I mean, if Isaiah Pacheco can come down and bring the hammer with Jerick McKinnon and Clyde Edwards-Helaire, I mean, combined with the amazing O-line that they have with Creed Humphrey, I mean, I think that they'll probably win the game in that situation. So if they get Isaiah Pacheco, if they can get this run game to go early, which they probably will have to with Travis Kelce hyperextending his knee, which I just saw happen today, then they're probably going to win the game. But number three, they also need their defense to stand up, okay? Because Chris Jones obviously is still within a contract dispute. He's trying to get paid more than what he's getting paid right now, and obviously has stood aside all camp and OTAs and everything. So, with that being said, they have obviously prepared for this moment. I mean, Chris Jones has not been with the team since probably the Super Bowl started. Trying to work out contract negotiations, which are still ongoing at the moment. About 75% of people are expecting the Chiefs to win this game, if I'm being honest. Lions, 25%, they have a chance, but not as big. I mean, they're playing the Chiefs who just won the effing Super Bowl. So, but if their defense can stand their ground, make some stops, get some picks, get some fumbles, get some sacks, I mean, then I think it will be a pretty easy night for the Chiefs. But let's go to the other side. Let's go to the Detroit Lions. So first thing for me, for the keys to the Lions to win this game is Jared Goff. I mean, Jared Gaff. Okay, not Goff. Gaff. If Jared Goff can be consistent and solid throughout, then the Lions will have a good chance of winning. If he can pull it together, not throw any picks, don't fumble the ball, avoid trying to get sacked, throw it away if you have to, then, I mean, they'll have a good chance. He just has to be smart. And I know he is. I know Jared Goff is. So, but next up, I'd say number two, we also have to be the defense, man. These two teams, their defenses have not been good. I mean, Chiefs had a pretty solid defense last year, but this year it's like we just don't know. So, again, the Lions, if they can, force some stops, get some turnovers, just like the Chiefs, with Aiden Hutchinson and Malcolm Rodriguez, then I think they will have a good chance of winning this game. But it's going to be tough because you're not in Detroit. You're in KC. Okay. You're there with Patrick Mahomes, who's going to play his butt off. in front of all the home fans. So if they can just silence the moment, I think they'll have a very good chance of winning this game. Finally, number 3, we have Sam Laporta. You're probably like, who is this guy? Who's Sam Laporta? He is a tight end from Iowa who the Lions drafted in the second round, I think. First, second, and third round. Anyways, this guy coming out of college is one of the top tight ends that teams are trying to get. And I know that, obviously the Lions lost TJ Hawkinson last year. They traded him away, actually. They didn't lose him, they just traded him away. Which in my opinion was like, okay, why would you trade TJ? I mean, him and Jared Goff had pretty good chemistry, to say the least. But still, I mean, they actually played better after trading him, and so did the Vikings. So, but Sam Laporta, I think Sam Laporta can do a lot on this team. After the TJ Hawkinson trade, the Lions do not have a solid tight end one. So if Sam can step up, be that tight end one for the Lions, that is with blocking or receiving or making big plays like huge blocks or making big catches, whatever it may be, then the Lions can upset the Chiefs. I'm saying it right now. It's not an impossible task. They can do it, I believe. So that's my 3 key takeaways for the Chiefs and the Lions game. Peace. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys can, please let me know in the comments what you guys think on the games. Predict the games. Let me know which teams you're going to pick, which teams you're going to take. And please also subscribe for more content. I'm going to be trying to post more podcasts each week if I can. Maybe next time Kipper can hop on. He was just a little busy this week. So, but do you expect more content to be coming this fall with football starting and college football and everything going on, basketball starting in October? So do subscribe to the channel. We will be posting a lot more. So if you guys want to stay tuned, please subscribe. Hit the notifications to be alerted for whenever I make videos and clips and shorts and whatever. But that's it for me. Peace. I'll see you guys later. Have an amazing day. Stay safe.